Hey YouTube, this is TLee, aka the RealRam. And so today I thought that I would just sit and talk to you for a moment about what's going on. So as you may know, I'm getting ready to move to Burkina Faso, Africa in about 1 month. And so right now I'm at the point of like a little bit of anxiety, and mostly it's because the time is getting real. So currently my husband does not have his actual military orders. We know we're moving, but he doesn't have his orders. And the orders are important in order for us to start getting things in motion, such as setting our pack out date, setting the date that we're gonna move out of this apartment, knowing when we're gonna get our car shipped and all those other things. But that doesn't stop the Swiss from doing their preparations. So this apartment that we're living in, they are starting looking for people who want to rent when we move out. So people have started coming through, looking at the apartment, and that just makes it more real. I'm not used to that kind of stuff in the US. We don't have people coming through looking at your place while you're still living there. Also, you know, in the US, we sign like permissions for the maintenance guys and the landlords and stuff to come through your apartment when you're not home. So even if they did do those kinds of things, they would do that when you're not home. Well, here it's the complete opposite. They don't come in your house when you're not home. So you have to be here. So I'm in the apartment, I'm watching the people come through, and then they don't speak English, so I don't even know what they're talking about, even though they don't have to talk to me. They're just going through, looking through the apartment, and our housing officer from the embassy came through and told me what I need to make sure gets cleaned and gets moved out and everything like that, which is pretty much the same as when we move out of military base housing. But the Swiss are more strict on every little nick and ding and piece of dust and everything. So that kind of raised my anxiety a little bit more. The State Department personnel, they don't really have to worry about that because they get their cleaning paid for. Well, we don't. Us Department of Defense people, it's not paid for. We have to pay out of pocket for this. So that's another thing that's a little anxiety raising. So why start the YouTube now in the middle of all of this? Well, I thought that number one, those of you who said you were interested in what was going on in my life, well, this is my life. This is what's going on. Getting ready for this move. Showing the differences of what it was like being a military family moving out of military housing, or even how it was moving out of your regular civilian house. It's different than moving here. The difference that it is for the State Department personnel than it is for us. So we're like in the middle. The expats and the regular Swiss community, then there's us in the middle where we have to pay for a lot of things out of pocket, but we have the benefit of having some assistance from the embassy versus the State Department people who have everything paid for them. So that's a difference. Also, for those of you who said you wanted to know what it was like living in Switzerland, if I didn't start the channel now, of course I couldn't show you Switzerland when I'm living in Africa. So I figured, yeah, let's just go ahead and start the channel now. Also, I started it now because I'm at the point in time where there's been a lot of things that have started to like come into realization that a lot of my friends have told me, and my husband has been telling me, that I don't realize or appreciate about myself. And throwing it out here on YouTube kind of helps me a little bit. A lot of you have told me that there are some accomplishments and some things that I ought to be proud of, motivations by, as well as that I have helped some of you. Or you're just a little bit curious, like stated before, how do I make it being a mother of multiple children, being a military spouse, being a veteran and all those things. So if I go ahead and put this out here on YouTube now, discuss it with you all, hopefully you guys will leave me some comments and questions so I can dialogue with you about it. I may as well start it now. And also you can go through this journey with me as I improve my channel, improve my videos, share with you more on a daily basis, maybe not daily, maybe weekly, of some things that I'm going through. Sharing with you about the children, some things that they're doing and they're going through. Because I have a master's in social work and to become a therapist. And so one of the things to help you become a therapist, as well as just a helpful person, is so you know how you come across to people, how people receive you. And also to get to know my voice, the body language that I give off, and to make improvements on that. So there's no better way than to do it on camera. And if the internet sees me and if people aren't actually engaging with me on camera, then that is also some feedback. I've been knowing for a long time to record myself and practice in the mirror, but practicing in the mirror just didn't seem as authentic and real, because I don't know, just that's something that we're taught in school, is like practice in the mirror. But since I don't necessarily have stage fright, I just never did it. But being on YouTube and seeing if the world actually clicks on your videos and comments on your videos, that's real feedback. As well as the real feedback in life, that when people don't approach you and people don't talk to you, people have a certain perception when they first meet you. There's nothing more real than that. So that's an additional reason as to why I went ahead and started the YouTube video. Because it's been like mixed reviews. Some people will say that I'm like a little intimidating when they first meet me, but then other people are not. But even in both cases, once people actually get to know me, they're like, oh, I thought this about you, but you're really not that. But I want to break down that initial barrier in the first place. So doing the YouTube video now, while I'm in the midst of moving, while I have all this busyness going on, multiple emotions and things like that, helps. As well as people get to see what it's like moving. You get to see what it is like for a military family to move from Switzerland out of a regular house into another country, which will be fully furnished. So that's a totally different experience for me as well. So enjoy this journey with us. And again, like, click, subscribe, and please leave me some comments. Let's interact with each other. Go to my Facebook page, RealRam TLee, and we can have more interactions in between the videos. Thank you. So this morning I'm going to go and grab some quick items for breakfast. I'm going to the local co-op in Migros by my house. So I'm going down the escalator. And also later today, I'm going to go back out and buy more groceries because tomorrow the boys start school. So Co-op is a better place to buy bread because you get bigger loaves, but Migros, everything is cheaper. So you come in here and you grab your baskets, and the fruits and everything is cheaper. So just real quick, I'm going to show you these grapes are $2.85. Now I won't lie, the quality of the food in Switzerland is great. It's even better when you buy it from the farmer, just as in the US. The bananas, $2.60. So once you get your food, you must put it on this here scale, weigh your food, and print out a ticket. So if you see this woman, she's getting her plastic bag, you put it in there and then you weigh it. So apples, they're $3.50. Now these are the bio, so these are the more Okay. Crying kids. The bio is the more organic. So stuff is on sale right now. Bell peppers. Yellow bell peppers, $2.50, $1.90. So I won't spend too much time because my kids are hungry, and this is not what I came in here to do this morning. But I will show you real quick. Let's go to the butter. $2.95. This is a fairly big block of butter. Or you can get this butter for $3.10. They're about the same size, almost, but there is a price difference. Then all of these are butters. Three and four, 3 and 4, 3 and 4. And I did come here to get milk. So here's all the milks. $1.55. So there are no gallons. There is no gallon of milk. The biggest you can get is this 1 liter. And it's $1.55. I'm gonna get lactose free. And that's $1.95. So I'm gonna grab 1 thing of milk. I'm gonna get eggs. They do not get sold by the dozen. So 15 eggs. 15 eggs for $3.30. That's the best deal for my house. Or you get the dozen, but it's $6.25. Or you can get 8 eggs for $4.65. You can get 4 eggs for $2.50. You can get these for $3.30. Now some of these are a bit more fresh than the others, but still $3.20 for 6 eggs, 5 for 10. So of course, the best deal is to get the 15 eggs for $3.30. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab 2. One of my diplomatic privileges is that I can go over to France, but I don't go over too much. But I can go over to France and I can go get 30 eggs for €2. So that's all I'm going to show you this morning. Okay, well, I can show you actually how to use the self-checkout. It's pretty much the same, but I didn't have anything that I needed to weigh. But you select your language, French, German, Italian, or English. You can go in here. So everything else will be the same as you would do in the US. So I will not bore you with that.